This podcast is brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends over at SeatGeek are giving us a promo code of TBA Wrestling. That is TBA Wrestling for $20 off your first purchase. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to Gunners Are Us, where we are positively Arsenal.
That we are.
Yeah.
And this week on the podcast, we are in a different room.
This feels cozy.
We're in a very... I say this, I'm worried about a few things. If you follow us on Peppercorn Sports Cards, if you follow us here on Gunners Are Us, if you follow us on Peppercorn Boys podcast, we've been moving a lot.
Nomads.
No, yeah, we're nomads at the minute. We had the studio with the brick wall. We all knew that. You'd know that from TikTok, Gunners Are Us podcast, 10 a.m. GMT every single Wednesday.
Iconic wall.
The iconic wall of our streams. Since then, we've gone into about 4 different rooms. And this is a new one today.
Yeah.
I can tell you, we are in a front room / kitchen. It is in an old school house, so it's a very large...
Big farmhouse in the Welsh Hills.
Right. It's bigger than you would anticipate this room. There is a fridge in the corner that I swear to God, when I've ever recorded in here, has a constant hum of like a not a beep. What would you say that is? Can you hear it?
It's almost like, I don't know if you've ever had it. I think you've probably got it and I get it. But tinnitus.
Yeah, can you hear it?
Kind of, but my hearing's terrible.
So I can hear that. But only once I think I can hear it, I can hear it. But I'm hoping that the lovely Gunners Are Us core group, what do we call them? The Gooners.
No. We're not allowed to do that, apparently.
The Gooners that watch us, or listen to us even. I hope you can't hear it, because that would be quite off-putting. And if you're playing it out loud, a dog might go crazy. But my dog doesn't go crazy at the sound.
Do you reckon, because you said you only hear it once you know it's there, do you reckon we've just pointed it out?
100%.
They're now looking for it.
I'm going to edit this out. Yeah, so we're in a large front room. I've got our ring light broke. Basically, between studios, everything's breaking.
Yeah.
And so I'm gluing stuff together to try and get through to when my studio can be made. And
including me, I broke.
Yeah, we can settle down again. I've got a ring light with the top that's broken off, kind of bending to one side. I've got our old mic ratcheted to the back of that. And then that is working as like a stand, which is actually quite nice.
It works really well, actually, yeah.
As long as the audio is good, which I haven't checked.
You did well.
So let's just hope.
Well done.
Well done. We're not live on Gunners quite yet. We will be probably towards the end of the show, maybe after the show. But it's a really weird week. There's a few things we need to talk about, but there's also very minimal. So this episode could be 25 minutes. It could be 50 minutes. We'll see how carried away we get.
There's no football this weekend.
There's no football the week after for us.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a. I don't know. This is a conversation I think we should have. Football feels like there's too much. There's almost too much football, right?
Yeah.
Saka, Havertz, all these people getting hurt. Have you ever felt or watched a season that felt like it had this many stops in it?
It feels like the longest season ever.
We had the 3 internationals at the like every 3 weeks at the start of the season.
Yeah.
I guess we haven't stopped since then, but do you know what it is? I think we feel worse because we went out in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So the FA Cup weekends are not us.
A lot of weekends off.
Yeah, there's a lot of weekends off, and there's so many pros and cons. This time last year, we were begging for like a 2-week gap just to kind of recharge so we could go again in the title race.
Yeah.
This year is so weird. I was thinking about it this week. We're second, and we're in the quarterfinals against Real Madrid.
Yep.
And it really does feel like, can we just start next season?
Yeah, even though we're in a great spot.
But when you actually look at it, post-international, and luckily because there's an FA Cup, it gives us even longer to get Saka back.
Yeah.
There's a chance Saka could be back. We are 2 centre forwards, Havertz and Jesus away for a fully fit team.
Yes, close.
Take away Tomiyasu, but I mean that's fine. He hasn't played in so long. But I mean that's nearly a fully fit team, and we're in the quarterfinals and in the title race, and we feel no hope.
Yeah, it feels weird, doesn't it?
Which is a bit of a worry, isn't it? Because I think there's an underlying thing here that maybe we think we're just not good enough generally.
Yeah.
Because this time last year, if we'd beaten Bayern Munich, we were in a title race that was we were within 2 points at this point, maybe 3 points. So it was a genuine title race.
Yes.
Whereas this year, we are 12 points behind.
So
that part is over.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're even second, like that Chelsea game this weekend, we'll talk about that in a bit. It really felt like a pre-season. Or like the end of, like when you play like 2 weeks before the end of the season.
Yeah.
Or even the last day of the season.
Yeah.
And no one had anything to play for. But we all did. Yeah. We're desperate to come second. They're desperate to come top 5.
Yeah, why does it feel like we've got nothing to play for? Because, I mean, like you said, we're second. We're in we're still in the Champions League. We're in the knockout stage. It's quite late on now.
This is what I mean, yeah.
But it feels like a real slog. Like, it feels like you're coming to the end of your work year and you're heading towards a Christmas break. But while you're heading towards a Christmas break, you've got a broken ankle, a fractured wrist, and something's gone in your eye.
Yeah, well, do you know what? It almost feels like you're exactly right, but it feels like within the last few weeks of that year, we're now being offered bonuses, but we're just trying to get through.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you not taking the bonuses?
Yeah, there's all this good stuff going on around you, but you're just trying to drag yourself to your Christmas holidays.
Yeah, it feels really strange, and I don't. There's a part of me that doesn't fully. I can't get my head around the mental part of this season. Again, we've a lot's taken into consideration as far as the injuries, all that stuff at the start of the season. But it's really weird because we've had seasons recently where we've come 8th and we had nothing to play for like the last 10 weeks. But every week was like a cup final. Yeah. We were trying to win something.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're second. For example, if we hadn't beaten Chelsea with Forest winning, we would have been 1 point ahead of Forest.
Yeah.
And if we'd lost, we would have been 15 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
But if Chelsea had won, they would have gone like 2 or 3 points behind Forest.
Yeah.
And if City had beaten Brighton, they would have been a couple points behind them.
It gets dicey.
All of a sudden, like I said a few weeks ago, we could really come 5th.
Yeah.
So that win this weekend was so important that I think we're kind of just grinding out. And I said this for the last 4 or 5 weeks on the podcast. We will not, every game will be either 0-0, 1-0 to us, 1-0 to them, and an outside chance of 1-1. And the reason being is we can't score, but we're quite good defensively.
Yeah.
But there's a chance other teams will counter-attack us and score the goal, but we're never going to get a goal.
Yeah.
So against Man United, it was 1-0. The week before was 0-0 against Forest. We were never going to score. This week was 1-0. We happened to score a set piece.
Yeah.
If we didn't score that set piece, we were never going to score. Even though we were actually creating a lot of chances early on. We never got out of third gear.
It's kind of, if you wanted to relate it to something, it's like relating it to like medieval sword fighting. We've got a really good shield.
Go ahead, yeah.
We've got a really good shield. Our sword is a little bit shorter than the other person's sword, but we're swinging it now and then, and we might catch a lucky nick every now and then with the end of that little sword. But I mean, you never know. You're in the fight. But I think you're right. I think it's the lack of momentum. I think there's too many stoppages. And I'm going to relate it to work again, just because I feel like a lot of listeners can relate to it that way. It's like you're in the pocket at work. Like, you're really going. You know what you're doing. You're running around. You're doing all the bits. But every 2 days, there's a day off.
Yeah.
And then when you come back a day later, you're out of momentum again.
Yeah.
It's gone. You've forgotten a little bit.
It does feel really weird. I do think we lack a lot. I think when you go back, we have to remind ourselves is right now we have Saka, Havertz and Jesus out.
Yeah.
That's a massive loss to our attack. And therefore, that's going to have a detrimental effect on the midfielders, everything. Especially Havertz. That's going to have a big detrimental effect on the defence because we defend from the top.
Yeah.
And he sets that press. And Moreno cannot do what Havertz did.
No.
So there's a all-over type thing. But we've got to remember, at the start of this season, just after we took Sterling on loan, Arteta said we're a few attackers short.
Back then.
And we all went, well, yes, because this is exactly where we were last year and we knew we were short in attackers. So we were short then. We didn't proceed to get like red cards and injuries and all these things. By January, we're now short of Saka.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think that might be it. But you go, all right, well, if you thought we were 3 attackers short, we're now 5 attackers short.
Yeah.
And then they didn't buy anyone.
No.
And
they refused.
And then Havertz and Martinelli that week go down injured.
Yeah.
We're now 7 players short of a good attack.
Yeah.
From what we are working with from the start. And now we're at a point where we're going, if we could just get Saka back, we might have a chance. We didn't think we had a chance when everyone was fit.
Yeah.
We're still 2 players short of that, plus the 3 that we should have bought. So we're currently 6 players short.
Yeah.
When Saka comes up, we'll be 5.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is what's throwing us. Is even though we know Saka will really improve us, and it'll improve Odegaard, it'll improve Marino even, with his delivery and things like that, is we feel like even though Saka's coming back, we don't feel like that's going to really get us over the line in the Champions League or something like that.
Because we were already short.
We were already short, but not just that, we're shorter anyway because he hasn't got Havertz to play it to or Jesus.
Yep.
So I think that's what mentally is making us just kind of going, can we just start next season with everyone fit and some new signings?
Yeah.
But
why are they just flat out refusing strikers though? I don't understand.
they obviously have someone in mind. I think it seems it has to be Sesko. You know, we tried to buy him in summer, we tried to buy him in January. I don't think Sesko right now would be the answer to anything. There's a collective thing we need to do. I think a player like Isaac obviously does improve the team immediately.
Yeah.
But I think there's a collective thing. They need to bring in another winger. They need to bring in options. And I know people are talking about Zubimendi, Nico Williams and Sesko being a potential summer.
Yeah.
That massively improves us.
Yeah, it does.
But if we go ahead and lose... We can't lose Jesus because obviously he's not back until January next year. So the earliest we'll lose him is January.
Yeah.
But I think he'll stay until the summer.
Yeah.
If we end up losing like Sterling and Trossard and Nelson, and we bring in Williams and Sesko, we're now 1 player down where we were last year.
Yeah.
And again, the quality is better, potentially.
Yeah.
But what we need going into next year is we need Martinelli, Trossard, Nico Williams, Saka, Waneri, Havertz, Jesus, when he's fit eventually.
Quality depth.
Yeah, and then Isaac or Sesko, or whoever it is.
Yeah.
We can't go into next year, you know, like we said, Arteta knew we were 3 players short up in the attack. We can't lose 3 and bring in 2.
Yeah.
We're now 4 short.
Yeah.
So that's something, and we can't also buy 5 players in the summer for the attack, and it won't gel. There'll be problems. We need that actual depth. We need if this current team in January added Nico Williams and Sesko, for example, I can tell you we wouldn't have dropped the points probably. You know, the 0-0 at Forest, the 1-1 at Man United, the Brighton draw. You know, that was a bit further back. I don't know what I'm talking about there, but do you know what I mean? Some of these Villa 2-2 when we're trying to buy Watkins.
Yeah. When we needed something.
Yeah, and the difference between that is 6 more points.
Yeah.
That would put us 6 points behind Liverpool, and we still got to play them, which would be 3 points.
Fine margins.
It's fine margins, and that's what's frustrating. But the problem is next year, what we need is this exact team.
Yeah.
Plus players.
Add to it.
Not at the end of the season we lose Partey, Jorginho, replace him with Zubimendi. It's like, well, now we're 1 down. We're even shorter.
Yeah.
Even though Zubimendi's in a massive upgrade, you go, that's a bit short. Like do you know what I mean? Like
depth is crucial.
And they're like, we're going to lose Trossard and Jesus, and we're going to add Isaac.
Yeah.
It's like, brilliant, another upgrade. But we're now 1 player short. We're going to lose Zinchenko and Tierney and add no defenders. We're now 2 players short.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels. And
depth is crucial in the Premier League. Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like we'll never have this exact squad again.
No.
And I don't think this squad is quite as good as maybe last year's squad. I don't know if who did we lose at the end of last season, and who have we gained? We've gained Marino, Calafiori. Yeah. I'm going to say we've gained Lewis Skelly and
we have
Waneri,
like
even though
signings,
even though they had played before, it really does feel like Lewis Skelly is our left back now. That's mad.
It feels weird when either of them aren't playing, and weirdly, Lewis Skelly being the main one. I always, when they were coming through, and Wary was the one everyone was talking about, Skelly was kind of the afterthought to Wary, but it's become that Lewis Skelly is somewhat the heartbeat on that left-hand side now.
He is, and also he's that tiny bit older.
Got some grit as well.
Yeah, I'd say that there's a side thing here. Like, he turned up to England training, and he's doing like a pose or whatever, like as a joke or whatever.
Yeah.
The amount of hate he gets. I don't want to pull the race card. I don't think you want to assume anything.
Yeah.
But the hate he gets is only similar to what Saka, Rashford, Sterling, Sancho, all these people get prior.
Yeah.
He is so hated.
Yeah.
And he's 18. And a lot of it stems from, everyone goes, he gets a lot of red cards. He's had one red card.
Yeah. Yeah. He does have that little bit in him, though, doesn't he? Like that little bit.
Like, the Wolves one, we think of that as a red card now, but even though it got rescinded, so it doesn't count. But it was dirty because he was trying to stop an attack. But I mean, he's got that in him. He will stop an attack.
He's got the dog in him.
Yeah, so do a lot of top players that everyone loves.
Yeah.
And then he got sent off at last man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing. And then there's also the Champions League where he should have been sent off.
Yeah.
So I know what people were getting at, but it's like he's got one red card.
Yeah.
He's got 3 yellow cards.
And
he's playing at a high level in the second in the Premier League and in the Champions League against top opposition at 18 years old.
Yeah.
Getting a call up because of how good he is.
Yeah.
And people's reaction to it is, this guy's an idiot. He's got main character syndrome, all this stuff. Or is he just a guy that goes to watch Arsenal with his nan? Enjoys his life and can't believe he's starting for Arsenal.
He just enjoys himself. I mean, a lot of it does go back to the apparent mocking of Haaland as well. Like in that situation, I think he's a character. And when,
Jamie Vardy's a character that mocks people.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when you're watching your team play and there's no characters and there's no bite, there's no poophousery. Like, you're begging for it sometimes. You're like, someone just do something. Like, someone just spark a little bit of, like, juice into this game. He's the juice.
Yeah, and also the thing is, he did the Haaland one because Haaland disrespected him.
He did, yeah.
He was reacting to Haaland.
And Haaland does that.
Yeah, and Haaland didn't care. Yeah, exactly. He isn't every week on the football field. We're not playing, Man United, and he's trying to, he calls Bruno Fernandes a rat or does a rat celebration.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's all these things. He's not just living on the internet and just doing stuff to be nasty like Vardy is.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. I think it's a part of football.
It is. Yeah.
I love these types of characters. But I think with him he's just getting hate because he's really good.
Yeah.
And the bit we've said on the podcast before is Saka, Smith Rowe, Iwobi, Willock. There's players like that got a chance when Arsenal were 8th in the league. We were moving manager from Wenger to Emery.
Big transition.
And they had to go play I don't know name in Belgium on a Thursday night. And Aubameyang and that didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And they went, Saka, Smith Rowe, these guys, you're going to have a chance. They had a chance. They came through very slowly.
Yeah.
And it turns out Saka was unreal. And the others were very, very good.
Yeah.
And we've made money on all of them, and then Saka stayed.
Yep.
To understand how good you have to be coming through this Arsenal team, it's the reminder of why people like Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, they're a lot better than what people realise, because they're not coming through a Liverpool team that are in transition.
No.
They came through in a Klopp team that was challenging every single year against Pep.
Iconic era.
Yeah. You've got to be very good because you need to be trusted. Lewis Skelly and Waneri have been trusted in City games this year, Derby games. We've talked Champions League nights that we have to win, knockout games.
Yeah.
And where he scored in knockout games.
Yeah.
Lewis Skelly scored from left back against Man City in a 5-1 win
over
Man City. We're challenging for a title, and we knew we were going into this year because of the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And they still were given time.
Yeah.
And it's not just because of injury.
Yeah.
It's because they were good.
Yeah.
And they're showing their quality to a point where Lewis Skelly gets a call up. You got to be so good at football to be coming through at this Arsenal team. Because in the past, when we were doing things like this, like challenging that, who came through?
Yeah. It doesn't happen.
It doesn't really happen because they go on loan, because they go, if we were 6th, we'd give you a chance and you wouldn't have to go on loan. And like with Saka and all these guys, they didn't have to do loans because they had the Europa Cup. They had the season. Because every week on week, they'll go, do you know what? We've got Everton at home. We can't go lower in the league. We can't go higher in the league. So should we just play Saka?
Yeah. Or they get a cameo towards the end of the game.
Whereas these guys have been playing all season.
Yeah.
Where we have to win.
Yeah.
We have to win every week in every cup. And it's not always worked out. Lewis Skelly has been booked, and we've had things like that happen. But that is the quality of these two. And I say these two. Max Dowman's the next one up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Butler Adeji is in there.
Yeah.
He won't play ever, but I mean, he's certainly around.
You'll see his name.
But we can't rely on him next year. But I do believe Lewis Skelly is our left back now.
Yeah.
But no, I just wanted to say peace and happy just because the hate he's getting is just bizarre.
Yeah.
And I think the media and it's infiltrated social media, it's infiltrating the punditry.
Yep.
Is they found their new villain.
Yeah, but I think that sometimes that comes with success, though. I think you've made it when everyone's talking about you. Whether it's good or bad, you've made it to the big time. You're good. You're a threat. Because people are talking about you. You're not just a cameo coming on last second. You're now a big part of the game. You're having dominant moments in the game, and everyone's talking about you after the game.
Yeah.
You've made it.
Yeah, and I think if you spoke to Lewis Skelly, you'd be like, I really don't care. For example, Declan Rice has done similar things to Lewis Skelly. As far as like funny celebrations or funny poses on England duty.
Yeah.
A bit of a goof at times.
Yeah.
But people just say Declan Rice is just goofy. They don't say he's got main character energy. They don't rip into him.
No.
They don't say he's an idiot
No.
or he doesn't deserve it. They just like, well, he's just a goofy guy, I think. Which he is, very much. So he wouldn't celebrate this week
Yeah.
because he's serially online, apparently.
Yeah.
And saw that people didn't like him celebrating a goal against Man United, which is
Mad.
another mad thing.
A big draw against Man United in a title.
Title race. The next thing, I'd like to talk about a little bit is we'll touch back on England in a minute, but we need to kind of talk about the week that was. I think since we last did this podcast, we did the second leg of Champions League.
Yep.
And then we did the Chelsea game.
Yep.
Second leg of the Champions League, not much to talk about. It's so long ago now.
Yeah.
We drew 2-2. I think over two legs, was it 9-3?
Yes. Yes.
So it was a madness. It was a weird tie, but it's done.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
We had Tierney up front. Zinchenko's in midfield. Zinchenko's playing the Odegaard role. He got himself a goal.
Yeah, he did.
Sterling actually got 2 assists. Missed a 1-on-1 that he created himself.
Yeah, yeah.
The game was just Sterling got himself randomly booked right at the end to miss the next leg.
Bizarre.
Not that I don't think he would have played any minutes in it, but it's just a shame that when we're short on attackers, there's no option.
Weird decision from an experienced player as well.
Yeah, and you could see, I think it was Jorginho, someone came over to speak to him and was like, "What?" You could see them going, "You're missing the next game."
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could see he was kind of like, "Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking." He's just so out of sorts.
Yeah.
And I feel for him. But no, it was a 2-2. It was nothing really to write home about. You can't really critique it because it was so far off of our first team.
Yeah.
And it also was so... Game state was so weird.
Oh, we'd already killed the game.
Yeah, once you've killed a game like that, you never see teams go on and win the next one 7-0.
No.
You know, usually you kind of pull the foot off the gas and you don't exert yourself. And I really believe this week the team didn't get out of third gear twice.
No.
And now they're having 2 weeks off.
Yeah, yeah.
So
they should be well rested.
Yeah, as far as well rested, we couldn't ask for a better couple of weeks to kind of recharge before the last... There's 10 games left of the season.
Yeah.
We've got 10 games in the league. There's 30 points to play for. I think the most points we can get this year is 84.
Yeah.
Which would be a very low scoring season as far as to win the league.
Yeah.
I think the only way we can win the league now is I think Liverpool have got to draw 4, lose 2, and we've got to win out.
They got really fall apart, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty much impossible. Again, we play them in there, so if they could draw 2 or 3 in a row,
True.
and then we beat them. But I think with the current squad, I don't think we can beat them at Anfield. I think we could potentially go get a draw.
Yeah.
I don't think we're beating them. But the Champions League one, that was done. Get us through. Real Madrid get the win with the Alvarez double touch, which has been proved there is a double touch.
Yeah.
But
someone asked me this at work this week, and I'm still kind of confused about it. Since when does a penalty with double touch become a no goal or a no? Do they not just retake it?
No, it's a DQ.
Is it? That seems odd to me.
Well, if he knocked it to one side purposely and then smashed it across.
On purpose, yeah. But I mean, in a situation where you slip.
Yeah, but that's just That's not. You can't say. Do you deem him to have slipped, or did he do it on purpose?
He's definitely not doing it on purpose.
I've seen Thierry do very similar
Oh
things
yeah,
on purpose.
I think in that moment, I think that's a slip.
Yeah, he definitely didn't do it on purpose. But you can't be like, yeah, I'm going to gauge that guy slipped, and then the next guy that does it on purpose, you go, did he slip? Like, it's a DQ. The only thing I'd say is, I think in the World Cup final, was it the Argentina won with a double touch?
Yeah, I think
and
so.
And they didn't bring it back.
Yeah.
So there's some weird stuff like that, and it has happened. I think Mahrez scored one in a title decider.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago for City.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact rules. City, I say this. Real Madrid do not look as good as you'd think they are.
No.
I think they're a team that the name alone and going and drawing them is more nerve-wracking than the actual them.
Yeah, the aura.
Yeah, Atletico defend very similar to us.
Yeah.
They're a lot more narrow. Ooh!
Oh, you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a lot more narrow. They keep it narrow, whereas we kind of spread out.
Yeah.
But the low block that they were kind of delivering and, defending, Madrid didn't have any answers. Very similar to us against a low block. And we're going to be the team in the low block.
Yeah.
So I don't rule us out. I've seen worse teams get through further in the Champions League than this Arsenal team.
Yeah.
And defending and set pieces isn't actually a bad way of winning a Champions League. So I don't rule us out of that game.
No,
but I'm just glad we got through, because this time last year we drew 1-1 with Porto, and it was penalties, and we were trying to get that kind of monkey off our back, which was we can't get through that knockout stage.
Yeah.
A year later, we cruised through that one.
Yeah. Put it to bed.
Last year we got Bayern Munich, who are serially knock us out.
Yep.
And they did.
And we should have got a penalty in that game, so it was a different game.
Yeah, and then Madrid are a team that we've never been knocked out by.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's a fun matchup. Styles make matches, and I think that's a fun one.
yeah, the last thing I would want is to have Club Brugge here and you lose,
Yeah.
and you go, God, we missed out.
Gets
Whereas
awkward.
you're gonna either you play Real Madrid, then you have to play PSG or Villa.
Yep.
Then you're gonna play Barcelona.
Yep.
It's not, or Bayern Munich. It's not. The only frustration I think with this year is we really feel like we're not in the other one.
Yeah.
So like if in 2-3 weeks we get back to Czech Premier League and we win our game back from the break, but then we go and lose 4-0 to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
I think we'll be really, that feeling we've got right now of let's just turn the season off.
Yeah.
That will be gone, because then it's just going to be everyone's morale's down, and we've got to actually keep winning in the league, because otherwise we could slip out.
We just got to survive.
Because there is a small chance you get knocked out of quarterfinals and you come sixth.
Yeah.
Next year we go, God, we're in the Europa Cup.
Yeah.
And we're just bad.
That's where you got to enjoy where we are right now.
Yeah, and that's why this past weekend the Chelsea win was so important.
Yeah.
Moreno with the big header. There's not much to write home about other than maybe Fofana. I have no clue how he stayed on the field.
No idea. He was after a red.
Have you seen the Fofana compilation?
No. What, from the match?
Yeah.
I have not.
He got booked for kicking the ball away.
Out of all the things.
Yeah. He got in. It was in like the 75th minute or something.
Yeah, it was late.
So I've got the compilation there. So he fouls Declan Rice and then treads on him. Then he goes up the other end and he does a high challenge on Trossard. Then he pulls Trossard back on a counter-attack.
Yeah.
Then he kicks the ball away later on in the game. He finally gets that booking. So after all that, he should have probably been on 2 reds. Then he takes Lewis Skelly out on the edge of the box on a booking.
Oh my God.
And he doesn't get sent off.
That's mad.
So the foul on Declan Rice is not a booking, but it's a foul.
Yeah.
The stamp, I think, is 50-50 whether you give a red or not.
It depends on the ref on the day.
Yeah, but the fact he didn't get a yellow is mad.
Nothing.
But then he goes in high on Trossard 5 minutes later, and that's still not a yellow.
Yeah.
Then he pulls Trossard back on a counter-attack by the arm.
Yeah.
No booking. He knocks the ball. He doesn't even knock the ball away. He kicks the ball back into play.
Yeah.
To stop us taking a throw. And this is where my ruling on football is so ridiculous. Declan Rice gets nearly his leg broken by a guy kicking him on purpose.
Yeah.
And Declan Rice gets sent off for touching a ball.
Yeah.
Their threshold on touching a ball is higher than like punching someone in the face.
Yeah.
Like they said the exact reason they didn't send him off for stamping on Declan Rice's bum was it wasn't the force wasn't hard enough in our opinion.
Not enough force.
So in their opinion that wasn't hard enough.
He should have gone harder.
he should have been harder. They definitely concentrate on the wrong stuff. Did he kick the ball away? Did he stop play? He slowed the game down. All right, book him. Send him off. He's just broken a guy's leg.
Yeah.
No booking.
Yeah.
Their minds are in the wrong place, and they'll forever be in the wrong place, I think.
Yeah.
It's never getting better. But no, for finest in the field, Cucurella handballs it. That's clearly a penalty.
Yep.
There was one, I think Arsenal were lucky, and I can't remember who it was. Partey? He kind of reached for a ball.
Yes.
And he kind of got stuck on the ball.
Yeah.
And it kind of dragged him in. I think it kind of looks... The way the ball's moving kind of pulls him quicker towards the player.
Yeah.
And it makes it look worse. But I mean, in the last 5 years, I've certainly seen Xhaka sent off for it.
Multiple times.
Yeah, so... it was a weird game. It was very... it's hard to, dissect because we definitely didn't get out of third gear.
Yeah.
But it was also very bitey.
It had some grit to it. I mean, it was... We didn't get out of third gear, but the fact that we could still get the job done against the Chelsea team that's like very close behind us in the league is still impressive.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't look at the right things. I'm talking about pundits, online talk. I mean, Arsenal don't get enough credit for getting the job done.
Yeah, and we're still getting the job done, yeah.
We're still in the fight. I know Liverpool are way out ahead. I know we've had a lot of injuries, a lot of...
But a lot of people would have fallen right off already. And again, there's 30 points to play for. We could come 8th.
Oh, easily. But the fact that we are still up and in it at this point, still getting the job done against teams like Chelsea, who are right up behind us.
They're literally 2 places below us.
And have probably about 3 times the amount of players we have.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, weirdly, afterwards said they're the best attacking team in the league. And he said it's not even close. And I don't know if he's just not seen Liverpool play football generally, but I don't know about it. But again, he's a lot better than me at tacticians and stuff. Like, and maybe he knows something that we don't. But they were missing Cole Palmer, we were missing Saka.
Jackson was missing.
Havertz was missing. Both teams were missing people.
Yeah.
It was a London derby, so like they're never going to run by stats.
No.
London derbies are about like little moments.
It's a wild card.
And we got through it. Timber obviously shaking their manager's hand was a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But I think Alex said to us in the group, he was like, that they just didn't want to win that game. And it did feel that like Chelsea were really passive.
It was weird, yeah.
I'd be really disappointed as an Arsenal fan if we went to Stamford Bridge when we're 4th and they're 2nd.
Yeah.
And we desperately need Champions League football.
They needed to win that for sure. Yeah.
And we were just like, they had like one shot on target. And it was Cucurella when Raya nearly let it go in.
I think it was like one touch in our box as well. It was something very low.
It was really odd. It was really strange. But we'll take it. And every game we can win is another game towards the end of the season that we can just tick off and be like, all right. Because on the commentary, they're actively saying, well, Arsenal are coming 2nd this season. But we need to find out who comes 3, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
But in my head, it's like, I don't think it's wrapped up. Like,
it's not, no.
With the players we're missing, it's really crucial.
Yeah.
The only thing I say is because like we've said it every week, the head's missing, but the body's there. The body could be able to just see out games.
Yeah, it's hold things off.
It's been 430 days since Arsenal conceded more than 2 in a game.
Wow.
It's mad, isn't it?
Maybe we can hold them off then.
So that's what I mean. So there's no reason why the team might create nothing.
Yeah.
But also stop the other team from creating anything.
Yeah.
The only thing I say about that Chelsea game was randomly around like 60 minutes, it became a basketball game for about 5-10 minutes.
It did, opened up.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
But a lot of people were saying that they wonder if Arteta actively played that game as if he was playing Real Madrid.
True.
And he was trying to set the...
dress rehearsal.
Yeah, like a dress rehearsal and go, they're a very attacking team.
Yeah.
They're not the best defensively, similar to Madrid.
Yeah.
Madrid are better defensively.
Yeah.
But it's a similar style of football.
Yeah.
High-end, high-paid players. And at the Emirates, we're not going to be able to just play free-flowing football, but we need to have moments.
Yeah.
And then at times when we lose the ball, we need to get 11. Because we were joking, weren't we? The speed we get into a low block, they would transition on the halfway line. And as they look up, they turn around and there's 11 Arsenal players standing there. And you're just like, how did that happen? Like, you're attacking. And I don't know if, maybe it was a dress rehearsal and he was going, this is the style I'm going to play against Madrid.
Makes sense.
Because we could do the dirtiest low block in the world at the Bernabeu.
Oh, we can frustrate them for sure.
But at the Emirates, we need goals.
I'm sure Lewis Skelly is going to get under the skin of Jude Bellingham at some point. Like, it's happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, second place has become like a title race now. I mean, it's our job to hold it. It's our job to keep people away. And it's our job to essentially try and win the league via second.
Well, I think as well, when you look at Chelsea and you think, they've got some losses in them.
Yeah.
Between now and the end of the season, the 10 games. Forest, it's easy to say they're Nottingham Forest. They should lose a few.
Yeah.
They haven't. So
it's freaky, isn't it? It's very similar. I know they're not like playing for the league at this point, but I mean it's very reminiscent to the Leicester season when they won the league. And because it's Leicester, because it's Forest, you kind of go, they got to lose at some point and drop off. They haven't.
Yeah.
With 10 games remaining, they're up in the mix and they're still getting it done. So I don't know what happens with teams like that, like Leicester that season, like Nottingham Forest this season. A team that isn't a team that's usually in there.
Yeah, they just get it right.
What are they doing?
Momentum. And I think it's a perfect example of what happens with other teams. Start of the season, I thought Liverpool, and I still do, the way they played in that cup final, the way they played against PSG, and they've had a bad week with that stuff. I've seen that all season in the league.
Yeah.
They were 2-0 down. They were 2-1 down at Saints.
Yeah.
There was games where nearly every game I watch, I go, they're not right.
Yeah.
But then Salah pulls them out of a hole.
Yeah.
And genuinely, this season will go down as Liverpool won the league because Salah pulled them out of a hole.
Yeah.
I don't think there will ever be a season that has more onus on one player being the reason they won the league.
Yeah. And considering this like iconic Klopp Liverpool has always been it's a team thing. Like there wasn't just Salah. You had Salah, you had Mane, you had Firmino. There was a grouping that would just pull it together with quality. But for some reason, it's just turned into the Salah show.
Yeah, Diaz has really struggled this year. Jota's hardly been fit. Gakpo's been better. Like, he's improved.
Yeah.
Darwin has got worse.
Yeah.
Salah has just
turned
into something else.
Yeah.
And it really is. It really does feel that way. And when Salah, if you shut Salah down, if every team said now to the end of the season, every time we play Liverpool, we're just going to triple man mark Salah and he doesn't do anything, they will lose every game.
Yeah, be quiet.
That's how important that is.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. Is we don't have a Salah. If you dropped a Salah level, and there's not many Salah level players, but even someone, if you said if Saka stayed fit, I think we're within 4 points.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Saka's good enough to have pulled us out of some of these holes.
Yeah, just turn up when you need him.
We just didn't have that player, and that was the difference. But they didn't look great all season, but then they're just going to get it done.
Yeah.
And momentum is big, and that's what Forest have. And it's the same reason as we lost our momentum within the first 10 games because of awful decisions that need to be talked about because it really derailed the title race immediately.
Yeah.
And we were fighting from underneath because of absolute nonsense calls.
Stuff out of our hands.
Yeah, they'll cost us. In that first 10 games, we got cost 7 points due to decisions that haven't been done since.
Yeah.
And you just look at it and go, do you know how good 7 points would be right now? That's 5 points going to Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know, and that momentum also, if you don't get those decisions or you do win those games, we might not have lost another game until now.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened with Liverpool what happened was they were shaky, but they were winning. And they thought Arsenal were our problem, City were our problem. City started to drop off.
Yep.
And everyone went, City aren't a problem. They looked at Arsenal and we were getting decisions and all these...
limping around.
And they go, oh, they're not going to catch us. Yeah. All of a sudden they get confident. Their momentum goes up.
Yeah.
You know, if we had not got those decisions and won those games, there's a chance that momentum would have taken us through some of the games that we did end up drawing shortly after that first 10 games. And we could be 5 points clear of Liverpool right now. And because we were so strong, Liverpool might have panicked and lost a few of the games that they won.
Yeah.
So momentum is so important in football. And that's why I don't like it. You know, when if a team gets a bad decision in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they go, but you had 80 minutes to rectify. And it's like, yeah, but you destroyed all upward trajectory.
You cut the legs out from under them before they start running, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what people said at the end of the season. Oh, Declan Rice touched the ball and he got sent off. And they're like, oh, no, it stopped you winning the league. No, but it certainly put a spanner in the works that caused a lot of problems. Like, he had to then miss the City game that we drew.
Yeah.
Then Trossard got sent off for no apparent reason in that game. We were down to 10 men.
It's all fine margins.
We were still winning as well. We just hung on, but we couldn't hang on past the 96 minutes.
One little thing can collapse everything.
Really can. So it's been a good week for us. A little shout out to Newcastle winning a trophy for the first time.
I enjoyed that.
And I love it when they give the trophy to the third richest man on the planet. And it really shows that true underdog story. The Newcastle one is like half nice, half bad.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see them. There's 73-year-old Newcastle fans that have never seen them win a trophy.
Yeah. And we do have connections with Liverpool in
do.
the family. Newcastle, I mean, within the family.
But there's also an element of like underdog story, and it was like, you know, Isaac and Grimaris.
Yeah.
Are like, we did it for the people, and it's like, yeah, but you're really expensive, big time players that they bought with being the richest club in the world.
Yeah.
You should have won this many years ago.
Yeah. You always feel like you're watching like a superpower villain.
When
this is the origin story, like we're watching it, we're like, oh, look at the underdogs, and then fast forward 5 years later, they're battering everyone. No one's got a chance.
Well, this is it, and it was also the worst of the cups to win.
Yeah.
And yet in 5 years we'll be going, why do we all feel good about them winning it? Because they now want everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's things like that, but I did enjoy it. Liverpool did not turn up to a final.
No. No, they didn't at all.
That and the PSG game, they really do feel like all they're playing for now is the league.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to galvanise them.
Yeah.
They've won the league. The only thing I'd say is if they come back after all this, and they've got a bit of a rest now as well. I think international and FA Cup weekend they're not playing.
Yeah.
I think they're out of the FA Cup, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
And Plymouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'll have a little bit of time to think and go, all right, let's go. Because when they come back, I think we're not back the weekend after. So we're missing this weekend.
Yeah.
They're missing the weekend after. We're back on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like 2 days after that weekend.
Fantastic. I'll be here. We can watch it.
Yeah, which is Premier League. Then the weekend is Premier League. Then it's Real Madrid. Midweek. And then it's Premier League.
What? So it's a few weeks off there and then it's hot and heavy.
Yeah.
To the end.
And if that one first week back, there's 4 days where, but every team has to play twice.
Yeah.
All it takes is Liverpool to draw 2 and us to win 2. And all of a sudden, with them going out of the cups.
Yeah. Their momentum is down.
Like I said, we're not winning the league, but I'm just saying what we need is a little crack in the door to keep motivation high for us to come second.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking we're going to win the league, but I'm like, if they could open the door slightly for us, the players might find more motivation and actually get the job done.
We need to push second as if we're trying to hold on to the first place.
Yeah. But if they did draw 2, we'd gain 4 points, or 8 points, and then we've got to play them off that.
Yeah.
So
make it interesting.
Yeah, make it interesting. They're in a down spot batch.
Downspell.
Yeah, they're in a down spell, and it's whether that negativity follows them into the league.
Yeah.
I don't think it will. I think they'll come back and they'll get our first win, and that will give that momentum to get probably. I reckon they might even hit like 26 points out of 30.
They could win out.
Yeah, they could. And if they win out, I think they'll hit 96 points.
Wow.
Something like that. So it's a mad, like when you look at that, like that is a crazy amount of points.
Yeah.
It's nearly 100 points. They've only lost 1 game this season.
Yeah.
So it's quite an interesting season.
Yeah.
But all these things happen. So we've got England this weekend. We've got FA Cup the week after. So next week's episode, I'm going to try and think of a style of episode because next week we will be previewing the Tuesday games for the week after.
Yeah.
But it's very minimal.
Yeah.
I was thinking of coming up with like maybe we look at the last 10 games and we do like a ups and downs, Simon Miller style.
Oh yeah.
Who's had an up and who's had a down, and we'll go through the whole squad.
Yeah.
And we'll kind of explain each one. Something like that, I think, would be cool.
It's not often you get to have those like fun wildcard episodes during a season.
There's no way we could talk about an England friendly for an hour next week.
No. Unless we really want to dissect it.
Yeah. My theory is potentially that next week.
Yep.
And shout out Simon.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, third co-host of the show.
Yeah.
Simon Miller was on the overlap.
He was there. He was there as the
the Arsenal.
Yeah.
Whatever they called it.
Talking head of Arsenal. That week,
he was the Arsenal fan, which is really interesting. It's very cool.
Yeah.
And I think he did a really good job. I know I haven't watched the whole episode yet. I've seen the clips.
Yeah.
That I know it was a little bit tough to get his word in because obviously the regulars are so intense. And we're hoping to have Simon back on the pod.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll be a bonus episode this week. I don't know if it'll be next week. But we want to get him back on to talk about his experience.
Yeah.
And we could talk about just Arsenal.
Get his take on where we're at right now because we haven't heard his voice in the.
We haven't heard his voice in a while on this podcast. And the other thing as well is if we steal his ups and downs for Arsenal, it'd be ideal if he's on it.
Yes.
But no, shout out Simon for being on the overlap. He did a great job. What else is there? Is there something else? Because I'm just going live on TikTok to finish this.
We're live
so
on TikTok.
Maybe a couple subjects get brought up here.
So if you're listening to it, we do go live on TikTok every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock GMT.
Yeah, we started the podcast early today.
Yeah, we did. Look at that. And if you want to also see where we're set up as well,
go to TikTok.
I mean,
you can't go back and watch it.
I know you can't go back, but TikTok is the best way to see where we're doing these things.
I'll say this, you'll be really chuffed because we've backlit it. So you can't even see our faces.
Look at the glow coming off the side there.
My hair as well.
Look at it.
Hey,
hello, guys.
that's a bit better.
Yeah, we went early for the podcast this week.
Yeah, so the podcast is in the bag. We hit 45 minutes. I'm quite impressed with that.
Yeah, it's half time.
This might be the end of the podcast. No one's really sending in the chat yet because no one's joined. But we're going to stick around on TikTok. Now it's 10 a.m. at GMT. As always, see what you guys have got to say about Arsenal. But as for the podcast, we will see you next Wednesday.
Yeah.
When hopefully Lewis Skelly has shut some people up.
Hell yeah.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.